Hi, welcome. Thank you for being here and joining me for this reading. So this reading is, messages from the full moon in Cancer. However, if you are watching it not during the full moon in Cancer, I hope there's still messages for you here. So what I'm asking about is about any emotions that might be stirred up in the moment, right? Because that's what the full moon in Cancer likes to do. But sometimes, we just get a little bit extra emotional and we don't know what to do with those feelings. So that's what this reading is going to tap into. I am starting with, a general energy sort of check. So for like the first part, the first three cards that I pull out, it'll be about the emotions that are being stirred up. So those should resonate with you, right? So if you recognize that, then the rest of the reading will be for you. And then we'll be asking, to clarify and, what things that you need to be open to and getting some messages from, our wonderful Mother Moon or, the Moonology Oracle. But yeah, that's what this reading is all about today. Okay. So, if that sounds all right, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to the piles. So for pile number one, I will be using the Tarot of the Divine. And this is the Chariot card from the Tarot. And I'm using the Chariot because it is Cancer energy, right? So for this full moon in Cancer. For pile number two, I'm using the Otherkin Tarot. And for pile number three, I am using the LunaSol Tarot. All right. So as you go ahead and check in with the energy or check in with the cards, check in with your own energy, right? I am going to say that, if it is always possible that there are no messages for you in this reading, sometimes that just happens. So you can check out a different reading or check out different piles and see, what resonates. Because, above everything, always trust yourself and your own intuition. All right. So go ahead and choose, and I will see you at your reading. Thank you so much. Hi, and welcome those of you who chose the Chariot from the Tarot of the Divine here. So I am starting off by asking about the emotions that the full moon in Cancer might be stirring up for you, all right? So you should be able to recognize this, and if this part doesn't make sense for you, then you should check out a different pile. All right. Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Coins, and 7 of Coins. Okay. So things that are coming up, I am gonna say things are looking good with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like life really wants to have your back right now, but it's not coming easy. Okay. With both the 8 of Coins and the 7 of Coins being here in your heart and mental space, I'm getting that, the physical realm, right, is really taking over your heart and mental matters, right? So that could be, work really taking over your life. It could be, I don't know, like your household duties. It could be like your physical health, right? Like all of these things are they're like in the forefront. They're in the forefront of your mind and the forefront of your heart, okay? And it is leading to some frustrations over here. Now, the thing about that, though, with the Wheel of Fortune in the actual physical space here, is that things are going to start looking up. Okay. Are you quite seeing the results yet? No, right? The 8 of Coins came out reversed and the space here, which is saying, it's showing frustrations. It's like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it's like maybe you've been working really hard, but there's also this energy of like you might still even have to put in a little bit of extra work in order to be able to, get this fortune that, for some of you, you might literally be just working for like to make your fortune, like money, right? I mean, and it's coming for you. I'm getting that it's coming for you. All right. With the 7 of Coins, it's just the card of frustration. It's like, I'm putting all this work. When is it gonna come for me? But you know, I mean, like I said over here, I'm getting the sense that it's coming. It's just that mentally you've been really frustrated, right? It's like you want to see the results now. You want to see the results already, all right? So if that energy resonates with you, well, let's see what else the cards have to tell you, okay? All right. Wheel of Fortune, you have the Star reversed, you have the King of Coins, and you have the Sun reversed. All right, interesting. So, yeah, the King of Coins, that's in your how you're feeling, right? So you yourself might be feeling like the King of Coins. Maybe you've been working really hard to be a provider, to take care of things, right? I'm getting, you know, you feel the weight of the world on your back, this very heavy, right? Seven of Coins, Eight of Coins, reversed energy. And you know, as a result, you're not feeling great about yourself, and it's showing up. I'm getting that, you know, your energy's been depleted over here. You're being asked to get in touch with your inner child over here, all right, with the Sun reversed in your mental space. You know, start doing things just for fun. Do things that make you feel good, okay? Because you have in your material realm the Wheel of Fortune and the Star, right? The Star showed up backwards, but it still showed up. And this is like auspicious. Sorry, I just want to say it's like auspicious as fuck, all right? I'm sorry. But like the universe is trying to have your back so bad right now. But it's like you're not taking care of yourself. So you need to kind of bring that into the picture over here, you know? It's like you're so worried about taking care of your material realm, but you know, the Star reverse does give us those messages of, you know, maybe like not feeling worthy, right? Maybe you feel like you have to take care of everything else around you, that you're not making time to nurture yourself is the message that I'm getting. And you know, the Sun reverse, once again, it's like it's a wonderful card, right? Like better days to come in, stronger mental health, like, you know, all that good stuff over here. But with it being reversed is because like there's a need for you to slow down. There's a need for you to chill. There's a need for you to play is the message that I'm getting, okay? Like get out and play. Like do things just because they make you feel good. Like it doesn't have to be about, you know, making all this coin, right? And the thing about it though is that like I'm gonna, right, because the King of Coins still came out here. So there is, you know, like you're gonna have to keep working hard, all right? But incorporate some fun into the picture, okay? Like think about things that you can do to try to incorporate some self-care as you continue to work hard, you know, for this, you know, great things that are trying to find you, all right? So I'm gonna pull out some cards for things that you should be open to, okay? Like what should you be open to as you're dealing with this? Wow. Okay. Interesting. All right. So with the Five of Swords over here, okay, I'm just gonna say it. Some of you need to resolve there's something that you need to resolve. I'm getting with like family members, okay? I'm getting challenges with family, challenges with community. It could be challenges with your workmates, right? Like, so there's this need for you to kind of heal that, right? Like you might be having a lot of problems with you know, like I said, like the people that you live with, the people that you work with, the people that you in your family or communicate with or community or something like that, all right? So you need to be open to this communication, open to this, you know, addressing of this issue over here ultimately, okay? Mentally, well, okay, I'm just gonna say the message that I got over here because the Eight of Cups is reversed, right? And the Eight of Cups is about, you know, going and finding new ventures, all right? And it's really weird because this isn't something that I would ever, like, okay, this is the message that I got, okay? I'm just gonna say, I feel like things are coming and you need to stick it out a little bit longer, right? And honestly, like, I'm not telling you how to live your life. Sorry. And that feels really weird to say, right? Like, because it's kind of like, no, go find new things and go find new ventures and blah, 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 and whatever, right? Like, go find what works for you, right? But the message that I got here, just, and I can delve into it a little bit more right now, is, you know, if you can manage to find the balance between taking care of yourself and doing what you're doing, just kind of resist the move a little bit more because, you know, like, we said earlier, there are things trying to find you, like good things trying to find you. Obviously, like, you know your limits, but I'm getting that you've been thinking, right? You've been thinking about moving on. You've been thinking about what you want to do, like, you know, what you want to strive for over here, and what, you know, you're trying to leave behind, these hardships, right? But you know, with the message, you know, with the Knight of Coins over here, I'm getting is like, don't rush out of that, right? Like, if you are going to be leaving something behind, there's just this need to take it real slow. All right, it's like you need to make sure that you have like a tangible way of doing things, right? Like, not just leaving things behind because you're tired, because you're frustrated, and then like not having a game plan, right? Because like the Knight of Coins, you know, knights are an energy of charging forward. Knights are an energy of like going on, moving on, right? But like, once again, with the reversal, I am getting this, you know, hold back energy right now. And it's like, because before you move on, you need to have a real plan, because the Knight of Coins, you know, it comes with, you know, it like a tangible plan, like a real thing, something in the material realm, right? Something that you can see, something that you can feel, that you're like, yep, this is the first thing that I'm gonna do, and I can see that, right? Before you choose to move on from, you know, whatever it is that's plaguing you over here, okay? So I'm going to pull out some self-care cards from my own little deck here, just to see if there's any messages for you here. Explore. Okay, blank. And I left the blank one on purpose, just so you know. Okay. All right. And 1, 2, 3. How many do we have? Okay. Yeah. All right. So we have socialize, water, sing your heart out, accept a compliment, and explore. Okay. Yeah. So for some of you, it's just like really about switching up your routine, exploring different places. Can you go on a little mini adventure? Can you go on a day adventure? Can you just, you know, try switching it up, sitting in different, you know, rooms, or, you know, going outside for a little bit, you know, like that sort of thing. Just, you know, and these are things that are going to help you gain different perspectives, right? Like, that's the whole point behind that. You know, with the accept a compliment, I'm also going to say this is also devil energy. So I'm going to say, you know, for some of you, I'm getting accept a compliment about your work habits, right? Like, if people are saying, wow, you're working so hard, like, be like, you know what? I am working so hard. And because I am working so hard, I deserve to have some me time, right? And like that kind of thing. Like, that's what I'm getting, right? Like, recognize, you know, because the double energy, yeah, you know, like, I mean, it can be workaholic energy, but also, hey, you know, like, you know, credit where credit's due, right? It gets things done, and, you know, all that good stuff too. You know, sing your heart out. Some of this getting in touch with your inner child healing might be about, or inner child, you know, like, yeah, well, I said healing, so it must be healing, all right? So maybe like these workaholic tendencies that we were getting over here. I don't know, maybe you like had to develop that at an early age, right? I mean, you know, it's survival, right, in the society we live in, right? But for some of you, music might be important. Music, like, I'm just getting, I mean, this is sing, right? But I'm also getting like playing instruments, right? Like, maybe that's something that you want to like get in touch with again, you know. And then you have socialize and water. Okay, so definitely, one, get in touch with your feelings over here. And get out there. Like, is there someone you can ask for a night out? Can you go talk to someone, you know? What friends do you have? I don't know why I just, hold on. All right, you know, what friends do you have out there, right? Like, that maybe can help you process, that, you know, that are gonna make you you know, like, have some time for yourself. All right, you know, like, really kind of help you get back into, like, you're not just work, right? Like, that sort of thing, to bring some balance into the situation. Okay, you're very close to achieving your goal. All right, that's your message from the moon today. So yeah, so for those of you that message of like, stick it out, or like, you're gonna have to try to work a little harder, you know, maybe some of you just needed to hear that, right? Like, that's why you're kind of going through these frustrations and things like that. But, you know, your goal is close to being met. All right, so whether it's like that promotion, or I don't know, maybe like you're finishing like a school program, or maybe you're, I don't know, rebuilding the, you know, the place that you live in, your home, or whatever, right? I don't know, whatever it is, right? You're very close to achieving your goal. Okay, so just, you know, hang in there, and don't forget to take care of yourself during this time. All right. Well, I hope that resonated. If that made sense, please feel free to let me know. I would love to hear from you. You can leave me a like or a comment, and all feedback helps. Thank you. Hi, pile number 2, or those of you who chose the Chariot from the Otherkin Tarot. I am starting here with an energy check, asking about those feelings that have been arising, during this full moon in Cancer. So if this part of the reading makes sense for you, then you're at the right reading. But if it doesn't, I would say check out a different pile, all right? You do have the Page of Swords in your material space, the Knight of Pentacles in your heart space, and Judgment in your mental space, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and say there is an awakening beckoning you, right? There is something that you are resisting, like you're resisting from like a new version of yourself. And it's like your heart wants to move forward, right? Your heart is in this Knight energy, which Knights are all about taking action towards something, okay? Pages are also about taking action. Pages are actually about materializing something, but for some reason you're not only going real slow, like you're going real slow, yeah, but also I'm getting that you're afraid. Like you're afraid of kind of wreaking havoc. You're afraid of what's on the other side of you pursuing whatever it is that you're trying to pursue here, right? Or like pursuing this new version of yourself. For some of you, I'm getting you're still learning, or at least you're being asked to learn, okay? But I'm getting like you feel like you have a lot to learn about this new venture that you have, okay? For some of you, I mean, with the Page of Swords being here, it could revolve around writing. It could revolve around communication. I'm even getting teaching for some of you, right? But there's some sort of you wanting to be like a messenger, right? The Page of Swords goes on carrying messages, but the Page is like a very new energy. The beautiful thing about the Page is that it gets things started and it gets things going, right? But it can be a little bit careless. So I'm getting that that's why you're resisting, like this transformation, because you're afraid of being careless. It's like it's not necessarily a bad thing, right? It's like you're wanting to learn. But I'm getting that there's this need for you to recognize that okay, the message that I got is that you're as ready as you're gonna be, all right? So recognize that, because the Knight of Pentacles came out upright, okay? That you're working hard, you're working slow, and you can sit in this learning energy forever, right? You have in the forefront of your mind, I'm getting, you have this realization of this is the new version of me. This is the person that I can become, or me doing this is gonna get me here, right? But like you're not fully acting on it, even though your heart space is like slowly working toward that. But like I said, sorry, the message that I'm getting over here is that you could sit in this energy of, am I ready forever? But you're being asked to kind of charge forward, and not just because it's like, you know what, do it and let's see what happens. Fuck it. I'm cursing a lot. But more of an energy of, hey, guess what? You have enough, right? Like, do you have everything? Do you have an empire? Do you have the kingdom? Like, no, not quite yet, right? Like, you're in a Knight energy, but the Knight of Pentacles does not come empty-handed. The Knight of Pentacles has real things, right? Like real things that they're wanting to share, real gifts that they are bearing, real things that they can materialize, right? So it's like all this learning and all this thinking about what's happening. It's like you have things to actually get you going. I don't know if that makes sense, right? I hope that made sense. If that made sense, well, then let's find out. Let's find out what else, these feelings are trying to tell you, all right? Let's clarify. So you have the King of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Pentacles, Holy Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Yep, okay. So, all right. With the King of Pentacles, see, King, Knight, and Ace of Pentacles, okay? 3 of the 6 cards here are Pentacles. So you might be earth heavy, or an earth heavy energy. You might just be really thinking about your material realm right now, is another message that I'm getting, okay? But yeah, it's like you're trying to create, right? Like you're trying to charge forward. It is like you are ready. Like you are ready to go on. It's like what I'm getting is that you're seeing yourself at the as this page when you're actually even stronger than a knight over here, or at the very least, you are showing up as a king, right? So for example, if you're trying to, you know, convince, I don't know, I'm getting like you're trying to start this business venture, right? And you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready, right? And it's kind of like, well, you've been putting in the work, right? And it's like the people around you, at least, they're seeing you as this King of Pentacles. And it's like, oh, that person actually has a pretty good idea, right? Like that sort of energy. Like that's what I'm getting, right? Like, oh, that person's so smart. Like people see you as this King of Pentacles. Like that is how you're showing up, okay? You know, with the Ace of Pentacles, it goes back to this new beginning, right? Like something that you're trying to materialize, something that you're trying to begin. And this Ace of Pentacles is saying, hey, like plant the seed, okay? Are you putting all the pentacles that you've worked for at risk? No, right? Like you're planting a pentacle, you're planting a seed and kind of, you know, seeing what happens. But once again, I'm getting that you've been like, you're ready. You're well, you're as ready as you're gonna be at this point is the message that I'm getting. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, could you, okay, I'm sorry, that's the way I got it. All right, I'm not gonna fight it. You know, with the Four of Swords over here reversed, I like it. All right, you've been thinking about it. All right, and you're starting to come out. Are you already out of Four of Swords energy? No, right? You're still kind of chilling, you're still taking a step back mentally. I'm getting that a lot of this is like mental, okay, sorry, the word that I got is hang-ups, right? So like you might have hang-ups about something. You might have, I'm getting about yourself, the way that you see yourself, the way that you love yourself, maybe the way that you understand yourself as well, okay? But it's like mentally you're holding yourself back, you know? It's like materially, I'm getting that, you know, you have more resources than you realize, right? You are working on acquiring knowledge as well. You can continue to acquire the knowledge, right? But it's like you're not allowing yourself to truly, like I said, welcome in this new version of yourself, or to truly bring your manifestations into fruition. Because what the Four of Swords is doing, right, is taking a step back. They're chilling and they're dreaming up over here this future, right, like that they can have, which is what I'm getting, right, that's what you've been doing, dreaming up what you want, but you're not quite acting on it. But with the Four of Swords being reversed, I'm getting that it's like, hey, you're starting to get out of there. All right. So this I actually like, because it's like you're starting to get out of a more stagnant energy. Are you quite out of that energy yet? Not really, but you know, you're starting to come out, okay? And so what should you be open to here? Let's see. Sorry. Okay, you have the Ten of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Four of, oh wow, interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. No, I'm just gonna, okay, no, okay, the message is, some of you, a lot of you, probably most of you, I'm getting like, I don't want to say all of you, but like most of you, whoever's listening to this reading, you're like a lone wolf energy. Like, I take care of things myself. Like, I don't need anybody sort of thing, right? And I'm getting that maybe you've been hurt before. You've been backstabbed. Maybe you've shared your ideas with other people before. You've shared your plans, your future, like, you know, or you've trusted others and they've taken advantage of you. They've hurt you in the process, right? So I'm getting this energy of, like, you don't know who to trust, you know, like that sort of thing. And you are healing from that, though, right? The Ten of Swords is a healing energy, okay? And it's asking you, you know, to be open to this healing, to be open to kind of letting go of the old wounds, right, that are bringing you down. I'm not saying, you know, go ahead and trust everybody right away, right, and like give them all your pentacles and all your hard-earned, you know, work or something, right? But it's kind of saying, you know, with the Three of Cups and the Four of Wands, there is this energy of needing to be more open to community, okay? So to kind of get out of that that lone wolf mentality, you know, or whatever you want to call it, that isolated, that paranoia I'm also getting, right, of not knowing who to trust, and kind of as you're healing from that, this new beginning is coming, you know, like with community, right? Because the Four of Wands is a card of community, and you do see, you know, this Four of Wands, you know, they're isolated, they're by themselves, they're waiting. I don't know what plant that is, but okay, I don't know what plant that is, but it just really reminds me of the mistletoe imagery. I know it's not mistletoe, but it looks like that, waiting for, like, maybe you've been waiting for your person, or maybe it is mistletoe. I don't know. It doesn't look like mistletoe. Anyway, that's not the point. But maybe you've been waiting for like a person or like a partner, right? But this is also a card of community, right? And I'm getting that you need to be open to community, maybe like meeting new people. It's not like you're gonna go ahead and, you know, full on trust everybody right away, right? Or that you should be, but there is this need for you to be open to it, right? And kind of see what's up, because you might make some important connections out there. So, oh, and this Three of Cups in your heart space, right? So like I am saying that, I'm seeing, sorry, why did I say saying? I am saying that you might want to kind of like, you, it's like you want to, right? But like you're holding yourself back from socializing, from making new friends, from meeting new people, right? But your heart is kind of wanting this, you know, and you are being asked to open your heart to a sense of community, and working with others, right? Like I said, this doesn't mean that you're going to be fully trusting everybody, you know, right away, but, you know, just be open to meeting new people that might have something to share with you, okay? Oh, oops, sorry. Before I do that, I was gonna pull a couple of cards for my self-care deck, you know, as you're going through this, okay? So talk, see, talk. Some of you just need to talk. Do you know who you want to talk to? I don't know, right? But, you know, share your voices. Sorry, share your voice is what I saw. So maybe, you know, just kind of get out there, socialize, share your ideas, right? With the energy of 6, I am getting, you know, be balanced, in the sense that make sure that you're not like oversharing or overgiving, right? Especially if it's like, you know, good information about yourself or something like that. But there is this need for you to, I mean, not this need, right? This suggestion for you to, you know, get out there again, kind of talk to others. With 3, that's another 3. That's another socializing energy. Okay, with 3, but I, you know, yep, I see note, observe, talk again. Okay. Sorry, but, you know, maybe you need to get in touch with mother nature, mother earth. All right. See what, you know, like recognize, especially if you're in earth energy over here with all the earthiness, you know, see what messages mother earth has for you. Maybe you want to, I don't know, I'm getting like, take a new friend on a hike, like that sort of thing. All right. I don't know, you right, I'm not telling you how to live your life, all right? These are all just what the cards are suggesting. So message from message from Mama Moon: don't let pride get in your way. Okay, yeah, so for some of you, this communicating, this building community, this talking to others, this socializing, this putting your ideas out there might be about pride, right? Like not wanting to get hurt, not wanting to look bad, right? Like, I don't know. Yeah, so, you know, your message is don't let pride get in your way of, you know, these new beginnings, and, you know, just material greatness that's trying to find you, and a new version of yourself ultimately, you know. All right, pile number 2. I hope that made sense. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, pile number 3, or those of you who chose the LunaSol Tarot. I am starting here with an energy check, and I am asking about the deep-seated emotions that the full moon in Cancer is stirring up within you. So if this part makes sense, then you know you're at the right reading. If this part does not make sense, then I would say look for a different pile. All right, thank you. So you do have death, the 6 of Wands, and the Star. All right. Wow. Okay, so with death in the physical space, okay, I'm just gonna say overall, I'm getting a big sense of, you know, like resistance here. Death is in the physical space. Like some of you might be, I'm getting like you're being forced through changes, right? It might be things that you didn't quite decide on, or that you weren't ready for, all right? But, you know, life is just kind of saying, hey, you need to go through these changes, okay? Sorry, I'm just gonna point out because Scorpio really like stood out to me right now. So we have Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo on the board, okay? In case any of those are not the board, the table, the whatever here, all right? Sorry. But in case any of those are significant. But yeah, you know, like with the death card being reversed, is, you know, there's this resistance, okay? I'm getting something is actually changing in your material realm. Like I said, it's just something that might feel like you have no control over, that's making you not feel great about yourself, okay? Because the Six of Wands, you know, it is a card of victory, of feeling good, you know, rising, you know, leveling up, you know. But with it being reversed, especially in your heart space, I'm getting the sense of, you know, feeling brokenhearted, feeling hurt, feeling not good about yourself, feeling looserish is what I'm getting, all right? I'm sorry, but you're not, but that is, you know, a sense that I'm getting here, okay? So there is this need, you know, for you to recognize, and what I'm getting is that, like, in the back of your mind, like very deep in the back of your mind, you do realize that this transformation, like these things that are happening to you, that are shaking your world up, these endings that are happening for you, are happening for you, right? Like they're not happening to you. I'm getting that you're realizing that, but there's this need for you to cement that idea and really notice that the star is the universe trying to have your back, and the star is, it's trying to support you, and it's saying, hey, you know, sorry, this is what I'm getting is like, hey, you know, we're sorry that we have to put you through some upheaval right now, but trust that it's for a greater good, you know, like the sun is gonna rise again, you know, and you're gonna be reborn out of this, you know, death is gonna come, you know, like the new things are gonna flourish, you know. You're going to start feeling good about yourself. You're going to start feeling victorious. So there's just, you know, this need for you. And I'm getting that, like, a part of you sees that, right? But you haven't fully like accepted it, right? Or integrated it into the rest of your life over here, okay? So actually I'm going to keep these reversed because the energy really changes here. So, you know, and we're trying to clarify this, all right? So if that makes sense, I'm going to go ahead and move on to, you know, what are these feelings telling you, getting some clarification on these feelings and see, you know, what's up. So we have the Emperor over here in your material realm. We have the Magician reversed, and we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, I am going to say that 1, 2, 3, 4 of the cards here on the spread are major arcana, all right? So you might really be going through a big, just like a big transformation right now, right? Like, how do I say this? Like, this is, I'm getting, this is just one of those life stages that is important right now. Okay. Like, that's the message that I'm getting. All right. You decide if that suits you or not. But, you know, yeah. Okay. So, you know, with the Emperor over here and death and this resistance over here, what I'm getting is that, like, you're being asked to charge forward. All right. You're being asked to embody this Emperor energy, just kind of see, like, take the reins on this is what I'm getting, right? Like, take charge of the changes that are happening to you, and use it to help you charge forward, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, sorry, I'm struggling to interpret it over here. And I'm gonna say, for some of you, bees might just be important, because there's like a bee on his sleeve over here, and I did notice the bee on top of the rose earlier, and this is your, I don't know, so I don't know if bee or the name bee or just like beehives, or I don't know, maybe you just like bees. But I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say this. I'm getting the name Emily, okay? I'm sorry. All right, anyway. So yeah, right. So like, it's like, I'm sorry, right? Because like, I know it's easier said than done, right? But really it's just about acceptance and kind of, it's almost like, I'm sorry that I'm getting it in this way, but it's like, you need to make these shifts your bitch, okay? Like, all these things that are happening to you, I'm so sorry, and I don't mean this, and I really hate to use that like in that way. Like, well, no, I mean, sorry. Okay, I feel so bad. See, oh my gosh. Okay, I feel like this is your energy. Like, this is your energy. It's almost you know, like the apologetic. Not that, I mean, I can be, anyway, that's not the point. The point is that it's like you're not trusting yourself, right? Ah, there you go. That's what it is. Okay, yeah. It's like that's why you're not feeling great about yourself. That's why you're resisting these changes. You don't trust that the universe has your back. That's what it is. I'm getting the sense of like you not trusting yourself, you not believing that you're worth it, even almost. Interesting. Yeah, that is, sorry. That just kind of became very apparent right now. um Also, I'm gonna say, you know, yeah, because with this magician reversed over here, I'm gonna say, you know, the magician reverse can be a little untrustworthy, right? A little bit misusing the energy, right? Like they have all this potential, they have all the resources that they need, but there's this misuse of them. But I'm not getting that you're misusing the energy in like this conniving way. I'm getting that it's just this lack of awareness of the resources that you actually have. Like you're misusing your resources not because you're trying to hurt others or you're trying to come to the top. It's like you just don't even know how to use your resources. I'm sorry. Like that's what I'm getting, right? So there's this need for you to really getting your power over here, to really embody you know, the Queen of Wands. I feel like your passions, your creative pursuits are calling to you, okay? I don't know what's happening, but you know, some of the chaos over here that is happening, it's just like you needing to charge forward and maybe like pursue something creative, or put, there you go, channel this, there you go, that's the word that I was like, not, I couldn't get it, like channel your energy into like a creative pursuit, right? Like put these worries, you know, even if it's anxiety about yourself or the reason that you don't trust yourself, or that you don't feel good, or that you feel like you don't have the resources, right? Like put that into something creative, something that's gonna make you feel good. I'm gonna say both the Queen of Wands and the Emperor are Aries energy, so now we have Aries on the spread here, so that might be significant energy as well. But overall, Aries is energy of charging forward, just kind of like getting things done, all right? Like, and I'm sorry, like, but what I'm meaning is like, for better or for worse, right? Like, even if, I'm sorry, I'm not saying that you're gonna fail. I don't think you are, because the universe has your back over here, right? Like, but it's like trying new things, all right? Like venturing out there, okay? Like, just going for it, okay? Like, that's the message that I'm getting. So what do you need to be open to here? Let's find out. You have the Ace of Cups, oh. The Devil, and the Six of Discs reversed. Okay. Wow. All right. So for some of you, it's love. All right. I don't know. I mean, maybe like love or a relationship can bring you in, I don't know, like this ability to charge forward. For some of you, I don't know, maybe this thing that you're resisting is a relationship, like a love relationship. Okay, I'm sorry. Just like the Ace of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and I don't know, like even the Devil, because the Devil is like the lovers, right? Like the Devil has like the lovers entangled here, all right? And I'm getting that you're very, I'm almost, you know what I'm getting is because the Devil, it can be like a very workaholic energy, and I'm getting you being so caught up in work and like other habits and things like that, and not neglecting your, right, because it's in the heart space, so like neglecting your emotional needs and neglecting a partnership is kind of for some of you. Okay, I'm sorry, that's what I got, all right? But also, yeah, and with the Ace of Cups, right, because this is what do you need to be open to, right? So I don't know, for some of you, like maybe a loving relationship can bring a different kind of balance to you. I am also gonna say with the Six of Discs, oh my god, sorry, the Six of Discs, whatever, the Six of Discs being reversed here, I'm just gonna call them Pentacles. Sorry, my mind went, sorry, my mind did a dirty joke. Anyway, the point is that I think you're being asked to be accepting, right? To receive, all right? Because the Six of Pentacles, it's, you know, like a giving and receiving, and it's a balanced energy. But with it being reversed, I'm getting like, hey, it's time for you to accept. It's time for you to like collect, all right? Like be open to accepting. For some of you, be open to accepting love over here. And, you know, I'm just going to say, it doesn't even have to be romantic love, all right? It might just be people that are trying to show you love, you know, by being your friend, right? Or coworkers that are being nice to you. It can be even, right? But like for you, accepting people to, you know, like if people want to like offer you something and want to take care of you, if somebody wants to take, you know, like a work assignment off your checklist, okay, cool, you know, like, or if, I mean, I don't know, for some, okay, I'm sorry, for some of you, it's just straight up romantic love though, like wanting to accept that. But you know, like it doesn't have to be, right? Like if your friends want to make you a dinner, right? Like, I don't know, yeah, things like that. Just being open to love. And I'm also getting you being loving, you showing a little bit of affection, you being open to sharing your cup over here as well. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull just a couple of cards here. Yeah, see, oh, okay, I love this. You have two star cards here, so the universe is really trying to have your back. Okay, it's more Aquarius energy, but also what was I gonna say? More Aquarius energy, but really just like the star trying to have your back. Okay, but for self-care things, okay, some of you, I'm getting, go outside, go look at the stars. Okay, these are just like little messages like that for self-care. Astronomy might be important to you, not just like astrology, but like astronomy. Find a mirror. Okay, like tell yourself something nice. Okay, be proud of, you know, what you've done, like, but really recognize your worth. Okay, there's this need for you to really, right over here, you know, with that not feeling good about yourself, find a mirror. Seriously, go tell yourself nice things. Okay, and try something new. Okay, and you know, part of trying something new, and it could be something really small, right? Like, you know, it's not like you're gonna go and spend $1,000 on a meal that you hate, but you know, like, hey, maybe you're gonna try like something new at your typical food place, right? Or eatery or something. And the thing about that is that it starts to build courage, right? To try newer things again, which is what you're being to asked to do over here with this, you know, Aries and this fire, like in charging forward energy. Okay, so like trying new things. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get you a message from Mama Moon. Believe in the impossible. All right, once in a blue moon. Okay, so you don't believe that the universe has your back? Well, the universe is trying to have your back over here. All right, believe in the impossible. Okay, you don't believe that you can be feeling good, you don't believe that love can come your way. All right, believe in the impossible. You don't believe how amazing you are. That's possible, but still believe in it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave you there, pile number 3, and I hope that made sense. And if anything resonated, please feel free to leave me a like or a comment. I would love to hear from you. Okay, thank you.